And we're live.
And I got the note. Wow.
Yeah, I got it too. Nice. We are live, guys.
Blessed.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hi.
everybody.
I didn't know that was my. I didn't know that was our cue. Sorry.
That was your cue. Yeah. When I say hello, then you say, "Hey, man."
Hey, man.
Hey, we're here.
What's up, man?
Animan.
What's up, dude?
Animan.
What's up, dude? Hey, everybody. Welcome to our
Live stream.
I don't remember the number.
Okay, so we're good now. Welcome everybody to the second Rant Café number 2, our second live stream in our live streaming series. A lot of live streaming going on. Today we're joined by Briggs, our new guest from All Day Anime.
Hello, everyone.
That's not
Thanks for the
Briggs.
clap.
Man.
There's Rose. You kept showing up when Briggs was talking, so that was pretty.
I just really wanted to clap.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So we got Briggs. We have the feminine, beautiful flower of our group, Macklenot.
I was hoping you weren't gonna say me.
Yeah.
I saw it coming.
Please be
No,
someone
yeah,
else.
yeah. Macklenot, how you doing, bro?
Pretty good. Pretty flowery and feminine as well, I guess. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Glad to hear it. And of course, we have Simply Rose. Hey, Rose.
Hi. I'm here.
We're
Woo!
all here, and we are excited to be here, guys, and we're excited to be discussing this huge news that Code Geass Season 3 is coming out, and
So many emotions.
that's just crazy news. We're going to be discussing that, and we're going to also be talking about old anime versus new anime, and yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be cool. By the way, All Day Anime, Briggs, he does some really cool content. Be sure to check him out. All the links should be in the description. I hope they're working. Mac does awesome stuff too. He does skits and all sorts of funny stuff. And Rose as well does really cool reviews and things like that. And I watch all 3 of them myself. I would not have them on this channel if I didn't love them as YouTubers. So
Nice.
there you go.
Solid intro.
Thank you. Thank you. Professional, right?
Always.
So do we have anybody in the chat saying stuff?
Yep.
Absolutely no. Yeah, no. There's people here. I see
Hey.
Van and Ladiga.
Hey, everybody in the chats. Hey, Ladiga. Hey, Van Maru is here.
Mhm.
You're here, Van Maru. You didn't miss it this time. Yes.
Oh my God! All Day Anime is in the chat.
Whoa.
This is a big deal now.
Whoa,
Oh jeez.
That is crazy, man. That is crazy.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, welcome, everybody. It's really cool to see you all. Maria Edding says, what's up? What's up, Maria? I saw your comment where you said that I was cool. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I thought you said cruel for a second. I'm like, yeah.
No,
well,
cool. She said I'm cool.
that's
I'm
better
a
than
vain
cruel.
person. I like to get compliments.
That's good. That's all good. That's all good. Whatever floats the boat and the goat and the Dr. Seuss stuff. How's it going?
Simply Rose said poop in the chat. So I just want
Nice.
everyone to.
I thought I'd contribute, so
Yes, thank you.
It's a solid contribution.
yeah.
That's solid. Nice.
So yeah, what? Let's get started with this whole crazy news. What do you guys think about the Code Geass news? I'm always like, oh yeah, Code Geass. Cool. Sorry.
Am I the only one hearing lag or
Yeah, I can't make out what you're saying.
I'm not hearing lag. I'm hearing all you guys. Anyone in the chat hearing lag?
I wish chat was like immediate.
Yeah. There's a delay. Ladiga says I'm cool. Thanks, Ladiga. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, when I got this news, I heard it on a Giguk video, and because Giguk does satire, I thought I didn't take it seriously. I was like, this is not real. And then I actually looked it up and saw a bunch of different articles and a bunch of different websites, and it's like, yeah, it's coming back, Code Geass Season 3. So then I'm slowly starting to kind of accept it, but it still just seems crazy to me. Like what do you guys think?
I was pretty darn. I was shocked. Like I kind of thought they ended it pretty well,
And
to be
it had a
honest.
good ending, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm okay with that. And then they're bringing it back, so I'm kind of scared that they might. Like, I don't think they will. They know what they're doing, but I'm worried they might ruin it. And I don't want it to get ruined. It was so good.
I'm having the same feelings. It just kind of like I'm just super excited to actually have more of an awesome anime, right?
Right.
But
right.
like they could mess it up huge. They actually had there was a solid ending. I really don't know what way that like how they're gonna take it from here.
I know, and I'm only gonna be super disappointed if there's no Pizza Hut promos. Like,
Yes.
as long as there's one Pizza Hut box, I'm probably good.
Yeah, it depends. Maybe they'll have a different sponsor this time. It'll just be like Dr. Pepper. That'll be
I'm
cool.
not gonna pull a Steins Gate.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh, meta, just like a crossover anime.
Steins Gate 0 or whatever it's called.
No, yeah, but Code Geass could just be an alternate timeline, right? In the Steins Gate universe.
Good.
It works. If they make it, I want the royalties, guys. Like, don't rip off my idea.
Van
Awesome.
hasn't seen Code Geass. What are you doing right now? Stop watching this stream. Go watch Code Geass.
We don't matter.
No, it's totally cool if you haven't seen Code Geass. I mean, you definitely should. But we're not gonna focus too much on like specific plot stuff in this stream. We're gonna just talk about the news that it's coming back after 10 years, how crazy that is. And the big thing that I mean, everyone pretty much knows. At the end of Code Geass, you don't know if the main character Lelouch is alive or dead. Like, it's suggested that he's dead, but is he really? You don't know. Like, they give you hints that he's not. And obviously, now that we got season 3 confirmed with Lelouch in it, and it's a sequel, so it takes place after, we know that it's no longer a spoiler. He's alive. The only question now is why is he alive? How is he alive? And that's what I'm going to be talking about in a video that I'm making soon, because I feel like it's clear from the actual show that he is alive. But yeah, in terms of spoilers and stuff, we're not going to be getting into the specifics.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that video. 'Cause I actually I can't really picture how they're gonna do this without bullshitting on what happened.
Okay, yeah. So I don't want to reveal.
Yeah, we
much.
won't spoil it, but you just kind of.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued now.
Yeah, because I gotta get myself to actually do the video because I have it all planned out. It's one of those things where it's like, oh man, breakthrough, and then I was watching like 6 different episodes of Code Geass, like rewatching them, and I was like, yes, there it is. So yeah, I hope to have that out in the coming days because I've always felt that. My brother, on the one hand, was like, no, he died. He really died because he needed to atone for all the bad stuff he did, and that makes sense. And I was like, no, actually, I'm sure he's alive. I'm sure he's alive for this reason, and I think I finally got it. So hopefully I will convince everybody, and hopefully everybody's not going to be like, dude, you're missing like so much stuff. You're crazy. What do you stop making these crazy braggadocious claims?
As long as it's not him getting revived via either it being all a dream or the power of friendship, I'm down. But I don't know how they're gonna do it. So
I don't know, man. Power of friendship is pretty strong.
It's pretty great. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about getting me some power of friendship. But like when it like just I don't know, like the Soul Eater ending, especially like that, like bravery beat the Kishin. I just like no. Why?
I actually haven't finished Soul Eater myself, so I guess.
What?
I guess we're all.
Go watch Soul Eater.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna bow out, and you guys take it from here.
I feel like that ties perfectly into our old anime thing. Like someone was saying they haven't seen Code Geass. I feel like there's so many people just aren't willing to watch anything that's like 10 years old or older, and just it's a little bit of a shame because like so many classics and so many of my favorite anime to this day are like 10 to 15 years old at the minimum.
Yeah, very good point. And I'm actually right now watching A Legend of the Galactic Heroes, which is from the early 80s.
Yeah.
And like I really want to talk about that in a little bit too, because it's like I've also watched anime from the 70s, like Rose of Versailles. And there is some issues, like obviously they were much more limited with technology, so the execution, but still like there's a lot of good stuff there, and a lot of it actually influenced the anime we watch today. And plus, some would even say that you shouldn't even watch anything after the 90s. So we'll talk about that later too.
Somebody said that?
That's
why. Yeah, like that anime snob, Bob Samurai, pretty much. Like a lot of YouTubers seem to pretty much think that after 90s it all went to hell. So Rose, what do you think?
Interesting opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone's allowed to be wrong, I guess, but I mean, you know.
Rose, what do you think in general about like bringing an anime back after 10 years?
Wait, it's been 10 years?
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, I feel like people are just excited because they're like, yay, more, right? But then, like, I feel like that's what, like, the people who are excited are feeling. They're just like, yay, more, but they're not actually thinking about, like, what it could be kind of thing. Whereas, like, the people who are upset are actually, like, thinking, like it was actually a good ending, and we don't want like that to be ruined. So
The amount
Yeah.
of open endings we get in anime, like
Yeah.
that's one that actually had like a solid ending.
yeah, so I feel like it's like people who are excited are just excited about more, but then people who are upset are actually thinking about it and they're like, no, it was actually a good ending, why would we ruin it? So
Except Briggs, it wasn't really open-ended because you'll see. But but no,
Stop
I
teasing me
actually
like that.
my reaction is super hype. Like I was super excited and also scared at the same time because it's like, yeah, like it's Code Geass, man. I really want to watch more Code Geass. I love those characters. Colin is my waifu for life. Yeah, it sounds like a joke, but back off. No, but yeah, like so I love Code Geass. I would love to see more, but I am also afraid that they're gonna ruin it. But I guess on the balance of it, I really do want to see more Code Geass. So I'm like, I'll give it a chance for sure because how could you not? And I just want to shout out quickly a few people in the chat. We have Red Fresh, we have Vector Maximus, Ladiga, we mentioned him. I think we have Halo Watcher as well. Welcome, guys. I don't know, is Elf in yet? Is
Elf
here?
is, and I just looked down, and
Yeah.
he's asked me to notice him a few times. So I've consider yourself noticed.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel
So
like this happened last time too. You just didn't notice.
I know, and I feel like a bad senpai, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah, see, Elf, I noticed you, bro, and you're always like, Mac noticed me. Why not me? Why aren't you like Animac notice me? Because I notice you, man.
He's right.
Answer now.
We're all waiting.
You're gonna be cheesed when he says Briggs noticed me.
Oh,
I see you, Pedunce. Don't worry. I see you.
Briggs
Pada.
noticed me.
Solid 15 people watching. Blessed.
Nice.
you.
Welcome, everybody. If you just got here, we appreciate you being here. My head was disappearing and we're checking the chat, but I'm here. We're here discussing the new season of Code Geass. Huge news. We're here going to be talking about old versus new anime. We're going to be talking with you guys in the chat. And I'm going to be looking at the camera really serious like this for the whole time.
The entire thing.
Hey, guess what, guys? Code Geass is
oh my
back.
god.
I have 2 words to say to that news. Well then.
Beautiful. Why aren't you doing anime opening covers?
Yeah, I should like do my high-pitched voice. It's pretty nice.
I feel like we've thought of so many new anime ideas, so you can just do the openings for all of them. So
Yes,
like the
exactly.
mayonnaise one, mayonnaise anime. Hopefully you
Yeah,
can think of something
mayonnaise.
good.
That's from our first stream. Good call. Yeah, we gotta do something with that for
We need to get that patent like ASAP because someone's gonna steal that.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
I was just gonna say that. Oh man, is mayonnaise an anime?
Yeah. Another question I actually had when I was thinking about this stream is, you guys know how the Geass power reflects each individual? So the Geass power they have is related to their own, like, what they want most of all in life, kind of thing.
Yeah, I've watched the show in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I rewatched it recently because
I definitely got to get around to doing that.
by coincidence. But basically, yeah, so like C2's Geass, she was an orphan. She wanted to be loved. So her Geass was everyone loved her. Lelouch, he wanted, a power and justice for what happened to him as a child, his, being thrown away by his father and having to live in hiding. So he got like power to control people. And then like Rollo had the power to stop time for a little bit. And then there was other Geass. Mao could read minds, right? Remember? So what do you think your Geass would be personally if you had a Geass?
Can I be invisible so that no one would ever see me? I wouldn't have to actually talk to people.
Can there
Battle
only
the
be one
shyness.
type of Geass? Because I want that.
So Rose, you have a YouTube channel.
Oh, right.
I want to point out, guys, Rose has a YouTube channel. So even though she wants to be invisible, she has a YouTube channel. I guess Rose, your Geass would be like you would turn invisible, but then randomly just like pop up again.
Yeah.
Just films the walls for all of her video. Just
No, we already
nobody
discussed
there.
this.
Just, guys, today we're talking about season 5 of the stuff and things, and Just
We
lemma. There you go.
already discussed-
Geass,
Instead of blushing, she's turned invisible. So like
Geass
only
to
at the
turn
point
in-
where she's like shy or embarrassed.
there you go. Or just Geass that turns you into lemma. Best of both worlds.
Alpaca. We went through this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My memory's shot.
Gosh.
I just want to say what up to Dylan Stoll. What's up, buddy? How you doing? We see you down there in the chat, having a nice chat with Ladiga and the crew.
What's
Good to
good,
see you.
Naishing? Good to see you here.
Nice Shing, what's up? Nice avatar. I like it. Okay, so Rose, power of invisibility, but a uncertain power, like a unpredictable power of invisibility. What about you, Briggs? What do you think your Geass would be?
Mine would have to be teleportation. I don't know if that's like allowed, but I hate going places, like moving. So that would have to be it. I commute
think
every day downtown, and it sucks.
Ooh.
Oh, where do you live, by the way? Like, are you Canadian as well?
I am Canadian. I live like 20 minutes away from Anime North.
Oh, cool. Yeah. You mentioned that to me. It's funny. Everyone on this stream is Canadian, but it's totally by coincidence. Like on all our streams, Bryn was here last week. Hopefully, she'll be here next week again. But she's also Canadian, right? So it's like, just I guess Canadians are the best animators.
I feel like this is the first stream where I've had like even a single
Yeah.
person that's Canadian, let alone
This is like the
everyone.
most Canadians I've seen together in the anime community.
It's like yeah. Here at Anime Uproar, we only do Canadian all the time. But no,
We're biased.
No.
Squad up.
we love you all. We love you all. Okay, so Mac, you're next. We have teleportation, invisibility. What would be your Geass?
I'd say the ability to turn any liquid into coffee.
Oh my God.
I'd take that, and I'd do great things with it.
Okay, now a serious answer, Mac.
Serious one? Okay.
He's not lying.
I wish I wasn't. Well, I mean, I think flying would be cool. Flying would be pretty
Teleportation is
dope.
better.
Yeah, I mean it is, because then you could technically just teleport to the sky
Yeah.
and then fall for a bit, but then teleport back
Like,
up.
would you rather be able to fly like Goku or use instant transmission?
Good point. Instant transmission is so much more useful. It's like, why waste your time flying, loser?
Exactly.
Okay. Then yeah, no, I stand by it. It'd be pretty cool to fly, because walking sucks and flying doesn't. I'll take, if I had more time to think about it, I'd probably have something a little cool than just flying, but flying would be pretty dope. I'd take flying.
Well, that's cool. I didn't call you a loser, Mac. I just meant kind of like in the general of like someone who teleports is saying to someone who flies, loser.
I get
like,
you. I feel
You
you.
did.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll forgive you someday.
I actually, if we're to get to me, I think that I would have the exact same Geass as Lelouch. Like, I know it's not creative, but I have a very similar backstory. Like, because I was born during like the Civil War in the former Yugoslavia, and I felt a great injustice, and I felt powerless, kind of. So I feel like, and I studied politics, so I feel like having his power to take political power and control people would probably be what I would end up having.
Lelouch for president?
Yeah, Lelouch for president. We had. Were you at that stream all day, Briggs?
I watched it later.
Oh yeah. So Lelouch definitely for president. All hail Lelouch.
Dylan Stoll thinks that my coffee power would be good, so thanks, Dylan. He gets it.
I
Well, you
definitely
would-
save a lot of money.
Yeah, you would put Starbucks out of business. Like, you could just open your own business where you just like turn stuff into coffee and
No
offer
expenses.
just offer a very cheap price. Like, here for 20 cents, you are still making money, and Starbucks is out of business with their pretentiousness, and it's like, job well done.
What if the coffee
Or-
wasn't good?
Or you just buy out
Oh.
Starbucks with all the coffee money you make, and then make it so that they just give coffee to everybody, and then we can give the world free coffee forever, and then the world's just a better place or a worse place. I don't know. We'll have to see.
A more energetic place, I feel like. A lot
Yeah,
more
which might
hype.
make it little maybe too much hype, maybe too much. Or I can just keep all the coffee for myself, and everyone can go buy things at Starbucks like they normally did. I'd be cool with that too, because I don't have to share with anyone.
Come on, guys. We're Canadian. Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
There we go.
Actually,
Like,
Williams.
What is this Starbucks?
Williams. Briggs, you know what Williams is, right?
No idea.
What is it with you guys?
Who's
Williams.
a William?
Williams Fresh Cafe is best coffee in Ontario.
I don't know what that is still.
Is there like multiple? Like it's like a chain?
Yes, but it's only in like Southern Ontario, and I wish they were paying me to shout them out, but they're not. I just really like them. So my other thing is I'm very skeptical, obviously, about bringing an anime back many years later. Although I would like to see Cowboy Bebop come back because I just think those characters are so cool. They have such a cool dynamic that I really wish that there was more episodes of Cowboy Bebop. So I would risk it for that show.
But that show also has a good ending.
I know, but I don't care. I don't care. I love them, like Spike and Ed and Faye and
I have a never-ending list of season 2s.
Yeah, but however, do you guys know the anime Mushishi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started Mushishi actually.
Great series.
Yeah, so basically Mushishi finished airing, I think, in 2008. And then just last year, they had a season 2. So like 8-9 years later. And the season 2, I say, even though I like the original season, I say season 2 is actually better than the first. So I think that Mushishi is like a shining example of that you can actually bring a series back and still make it good or even better. What do you guys think?
I agree, and it just gives us hope that like 10 years for Geass, and what did you say, 8 years for Mushishi? Like all these shows are coming back. Like I have potential to get some of my favorites like that, like just had like cliffhanger endings and shit. Black Lagoon would be awesome.
Oh yeah, Black Lagoon. Yeah, I like that show.
Like
I feel like a lot of people haven't seen it though.
Yeah, that's I was thinking. Like I'm trying to think of like good shows that like I know a lot of people haven't seen. Like Great Teacher Onizuka.
Oh yes,
that was fantastic. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
My brother as well, and our friend Kid Kai. That's one of their favorite shows. But yeah, definitely a cool show. Cool show. Any other second seasons that you guys want, Mac or Rose?
I'm still waiting for a second season of High School of the Dead. What happened?
The manga didn't even continue.
That sucks.
They apparently they canceled it because of the earthquake or something. Like there was a lot of stuff going down, so they didn't want to do like an apocalyptic anime, and then just never came back.
Yeah, that's too bad. Maybe someday. I don't know. Maybe 10 years from now, they'll be like, oh hey, since a bunch of bad stuff's not happening now, we've made this.
It's always potential.
There is.
Yeah, even more than High School of the Dead though. I don't know. Have you guys seen School Rumble?
I haven't seen School Rumble, but it's been on my list of anime to start since forever.
I have not either.
Okay, well, I've seen School Rumble. And
should I rewrite it down?
It's a very, very funny show. Like it's a great comedy. Like it's one of those. It's a high school comedy, but it's one of those shows that I really laughed out loud multiple times. Like I really liked it, and it has like 50 episodes. And then it was supposed to get a third season, but it didn't. And then they just ended up having like an OVA that kind of just rushes everything together, and it's so disappointing because you get to know the characters, you get to really love them and care about them, and they're hilarious. And it's all about shipping because it's like it's all about unrequited love. Like the main character loves a girl who loves someone else, and all these other girls love him, but he only cares about the one girl. So it's
not so happy.
I love ships.
Yeah, I love ships. I love boats. I love kayaking. No, but it's very cool anime. Very cool anime. It's just that at the end it just leaves you with like a bad taste in your mouth. It's not satisfying, which is so unfortunate. So I would love for them to like redo that whole third season, but I don't think it's gonna happen because you guys haven't even heard of it. So
darn. Maybe we should go watch it so that they would make a second season.
True.
Just because we watched it.
Exactly. They'll know. They'll know.
And 15 people that are watching us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Says 18 for me.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, everybody.
I just didn't want to correct him.
Thank you.
My page is like frozen right now.
Thanks everybody for coming. If you just got here, we're having a lot of time here at the Rant Café. We're drinking cafes, and I hope some of you guys brought your gravies.
I brought like a second cup full.
You almost made me spit out my coffee.
Yeah, I just randomly said bring your gravy, whatever you're into in the intro, and I guess you guys liked it because taking gravy shots, that's like the next big bodybuilder thing. Is just like, yeah, get that protein.
I think I'm the only one not drinking coffee, so I'm out of the group.
Out of the loop.
Yeah.
This is actually Rose. This is actually hard liquor. I'm just.
Oh, okay. This is straight vodka, so
Woo!
glad we're on the same page.
Do any of you guys know what my display picture is for YouTube?
I don't want to admit it, but I don't, and I feel like it's an older anime. I feel like it's from.
No one knows what it is, but I'm not changing because it's my favorite anime. It's Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple.
I know Kenichi. I haven't seen it all, but now that
you should. You should. It's great.
Yeah, let's get into the whole old anime versus new anime discussion. And if you guys in the chat want to talk about something specific, let us know. If you want to talk about Code Geass a bit more, let us know, because there's tons to talk about. But in terms of old anime and new anime, tell us a bit about that anime, Briggs, and tell us why you like it, and kind of what your thoughts are on the whole old versus new debate.
It's not even ridiculously old. It's 2006, which is actually, I think it's the same year that Code Geass came out. So it's probably overshadowed by Geass. But it's basically, I feel like I watched it at the perfect time in my life. I watched it in grade 9 of high school or something. And just it's about this high school kid who basically sucks at everything. And basically through training and working hard, he is able to get stronger and accomplish his goals and stuff. So it hit a sweet spot in my life, and I just love it. The fight scenes are crazy. Solid character development. Yup.
always a good time.
And remind me, Ippo, if you heard of that.
Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
That's the boxing one, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite sports anime.
Ooh, yeah, I heard it's really, really good.
It is good. I still like Kenichi better in terms of fighting, but it's up there. What year did Hajime no Ippo come out?
I think it was the 90s, actually.
Yeah, I've watched it
I believe
3
it
or
was
4 times. Whenever I need motivation to start working out again and get my life together, Hajime no Ippo.
Yeah, for me, it's Gurren Lagann. I rewatch that every year, just because it just gets me so hyped.
I rewatch the first 7 episodes every year.
The other stuff is good too. Even with the communist stuff, even post that, it's also all really good. It's so inspirational.
It's very good. For pump up, nothing beats Kamina. And his one-liners are on point.
Very true. Absolutely true.
I feel like Trigger Studios in general is really good at kind of keeping that old school anime vibe. Even with some of the newer stuff that they brought out this year, it's just still super crazy and just awesome. But I kind of get an old school vibe from it anyway. That's just me.
Yes, you're right. I think Trigger very much they kind of make fun of or not make fun of, but build on tropes from old anime. They're very influenced by old anime, and then they kind of play up on that and kind of over exaggerate certain influences, but it's a tribute, right? That we're giving a tribute to all the old anime that influenced them, the style of animation and a lot of stuff I feel is inspired by old anime. And actually, I'm watching The Legend of the Galactic Heroes right now, and it's really interesting. It's really interesting. It's a complex space opera, so it's two different. It's almost in many ways it's almost like the French Revolution in space. It's like a Napoleonic empire fighting against these so-called democratic forces, but actually very corrupt forces, right? And they're fighting for entire star systems. And they introduce so many different characters, which nowadays you don't see. It's crazy. It's almost like watching reading War and Peace, one of those old Tolstoy books. It's all these different characters, right? And it does lag with execution. So with budget, you can tell certain scenes, they're trying to convey something, but then they rush it, and you kind of know where they're going, but you feel that wasn't done that well, or they didn't have the budget to do it as well as they should have. But as someone who loves politics, for example, and the whole intrigue and that kind of stuff, history, I find it really funny. It's really interesting. It's not for everyone, for sure. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is not for everyone. But I feel it's really cool. But you could definitely tell that there's issues with budget and things like that, constraints that don't make it today. If they made it, it would be much. I feel better if they had the budget. But same thing with Rose of Versailles, which is from the 70s, and it's about the French Revolution as well. That show, by the way, I referenced several times in Code Geass secretly. Cornelia and Euphemia, I feel, are very much allusions to the two main characters in Rose of Versailles, Lady Oscar and Marie Antoinette. But yeah, that show again very cool, explores historical stuff. But like again, at certain times the poor animation, the poor execution is kind of jarring. But at the same time, you can have a great new anime with so much budget and so many cool action scenes that doesn't have a story. So I guess, do you feel like that there is a lack of story nowadays in anime? Because like that anime snob, and like some certain people say that basically after the 90s, story has suffered. So basically you have, and this will appeal to all of us, and Rose, you especially probably, they would make fun of us for liking anime that give them feels over story. So like Yuri on Ice, like they would not be fans of Yuri on Ice because it's just for the feels, for the ship. Like they hate shippers, right? They're like, no, it has to be about the story. It has to be almost like a literary work, right? So
I mean, there could be a story around like shipping, like a romance anime.
I don't get feels unless it's a good story. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Like you don't get feels from just nothing. What? That's so silly. Doesn't make any sense.
So you don't feel that story has kind of suffered lately, since, because the argument I think is, from what I get, and I'm not a snob in that sense, like I do like a lot of new anime, not all of them, but the argument is nowadays everyone is just looking at, they're trying to promote fan service, they're trying to promote like nice visuals, and like it feels like, oh, look at this Moya character, like she's so cute, we love her, we care about her, but not because of her personality, but because she's so Moya. Yeah, exactly.
Waifu girl.
Yeah, shipping, that kind of stuff. So they would critique that. They would say that's what anime has become. It's terrible. Story has suffered. We don't like new anime because of that. So, any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think because like the thing is that anime back in the day, if you want to call it, I feel like it wasn't as pumped out as much as it was. So like anytime an anime was made, it would almost like it wasn't like it is now, where it's more of like a market. Like they're pumping out anime per season, like boom, boom, boom. Like it's almost like there's still good anime now. There's a lot of good anime, tons of it. But I feel like it was more. I feel like it was more focused on the actual art form of like anime as a whole back then, whereas now it's more of a market. But in the market, there's still a lot of good stuff out there. Like some of the best stuff I've seen ever. Like came out in the last few years, like, so I don't know, like it. I think it's stupid to say only old anime is good, but it's also
my computer is dying.
Oh no, save it. But yeah, like you can. It's wrong to say that all old anime is the best. Like it's like there's no good anime anymore. But I feel like in general, it's a little more watered down than when it used to. Just my 2 cents.
So tell me then, Mac, tell me some examples of new anime that you really like. And let's define new from 2010 and up. Because
2010 and up?
Yeah, because last 6 years, that's a good time to look at and say, is anime still making, are we still getting good anime? Or, is there a decline in quality?
I'd say even one that's really recent, it's not done. So it's not, like it's not done, but Drifters was incredible. Like I got like a real like old school vibe, if you will, from it. Like it felt like an older anime, but with newer visuals, a lot like it just had a lot newer of a like fresher feel to it. But Drifters was really cool. I really enjoyed less obviously less cool, but I really enjoyed I think Little Busters was in, was that over 2010, I think. But
Steins Gate was 2011. I feel like that's
there we go. Steins Gate's an amazing example. Fantastic.
Okay, that's a very good point, because I also like Steins Gate. I don't love it as much as like my brother did, for example, because he really likes time travel.
Same.
I thought the whole FB thing was kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't know how, like that whole thing kind of threw me off. It's like, FB, I'm gonna kill someone for FB. Like, what? Like, I didn't get the motivation there. But yeah, definitely overall, I say that's a very cool anime. So good example, Matt. Good job.
Ladiga said the Seven Deadly Sins, which is I haven't finished it, but it's pretty darn cool. We'll give it that.
Cool anime.
Have you seen the Seven Deadly Sins, Rose?
Mm-mm.
You should.
Yeah. Wait, okay, I'm confused. Did they just make a new like mini series about it or something?
So they made 4 OVA episodes.
Yeah,
The
okay.
first one was like a backstory. I didn't even watch the next 3 because apparently they go into like spoiler territory, and they're making a new season 2017.
Okay.
It's gonna be a Netflix original as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I actually enjoyed Seven Deadly Sins. I especially enjoyed the comedy, like with well, first of all, the first episode, like the twist at the end, like I won't be specific, but the twist at the end I thought was awesome. Like that hooked me right there. Like when you know the Seven Deadly Sins, when you realize who they are, or you know, that really hooked me. That was awesome, and I love the comedy how Meliodas always acts like such a perv, but like in such funny ways. Like, cause he looks like an innocent kid, but then he's such a perv.
troll.
Like, I thought that was hilarious. Rose, any anime that you really like since 2010 other than Yuri on Ice?
Yuri on Ice, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, these are obviously not like as like bigger anime or anything, but I really enjoyed. We were talking about it in the chat. Blue Spring Ride and Say I Love You. Those were within, those are like recent. I think within the past 2 or 3 years. I want to say.
I think Blue Spring Ride is like 2014.
Yeah,
I think.
So Blue Spring Ride and Say I Love You. I love. So those are some that I really enjoyed, and they're new. So, and they have stories that make feels not just from nowhere. So
The feels factor brings up, and everyone feels. It's great.
How come no one said Sword Art Online?
Well, ow.
What happened?
Nothing. It hurts though.
Nothing.
I could describe that as feels without story or without good story.
Yeah, like what I really like about Sword Art Online is the setup, the premise, like the idea of being trapped in a video game,
First
and, like,
3
being
episodes.
a fantasy world. Yes, like the setup, I was like, this is awesome. And then also even like what was it, Gunveil one?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gun Get On.
Yeah.
That was cool too. And like, I mean, I all the fantasy worlds are cool, but yeah, it's the story. Like the setup is cool, really cool, really good idea. Like it's not original. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh was in a virtual world too, but like, I mean, I think it's well done, and like a modern version. And then unfortunately, yeah, the story lags, and like Kirito is just too overpowered, and then the whole like
For no
everyone
reason.
everyone loves him for no reason, right? It's like, oh, he's like, it's almost like counterintuitive. It's like they want to tell these people who want to live a fantasy life, like maybe like someone who's like uncomfortable talking to girls or something. It's like, well, you know, you can just imagine you're this guy and all the girls will love you. And it's like in real life it's like, no, actually that's the opposite. What you should do if you want to find a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, you have to go out and meet people. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna be my own average self and everyone else is gonna like love me for it, or my own like.
See, like, I can understand why people like those type of characters because you could input yourself as them, but like this is why I'm saying Kenichi was done better. So Kirito from Sword Art Online, it was kind of just like unreal for no reason, and it kind of seemed like a bland guy, so you can input yourself in there. But Kenichi kind of sucked at everything, but still was able to achieve like his dreams and all his things he wanted to achieve through like hard work, and you could still input yourself there because he's just like a normal teenager who has like no talent whatsoever. And I feel like that's just done right, like with a proper story rather than, I don't know, he's unreal at a video game for no reason. Girls love him for no reason.
Yeah, very cool. Very, very good point. I think that's very interesting. Anyone else want to weigh in on this?
I saw that rendition, and I approve. I mean, I gave my thoughts on Sword Art last time. Like, I liked the first season, but anything after that besides the last arc, I couldn't get into. And despite like how much of a love-hate relationship I have with Sword Art, I spent all like $70, like $80 on the new game and was so disappointed. So disappointed. I played it once, and I'm obviously not going to get my money back. So,
Yeah,
But
it's a good way to describe it. Like love hate. Like I
Yeah.
love it and I hate it so much because they fucked it up.
exactly. There's no
Yeah,
in
that's
between.
that's the thing. Like it's like really good place where it starts up and then they don't do
Mhm.
what they should with it, kind of thing. That
I
which is
kinda
even more
want-
disappointing in some ways.
I kind of want to read the light novels because apparently just wasn't adapted well. Like I feel like a major problem was that they didn't like take their time with characters and like they had like 2 episodes of the show before something traumatic happened and you didn't care when that happened because like you weren't given the time. Meanwhile, like there was an entire light novel based on those 2 episodes. They kind of just rushed it, and I feel like that's what lost a lot of the character development. And it kind of felt like so that happened, but like why?
Yeah, very good point. And now they're doing a movie, but I feel like all movies are always rushed.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't know if it's gonna be satisfying. Like, okay, the Cowboy Bebop movie was really good. I do agree with that. But the only movies that are good are the ones that are just telling a small part of the story, kind of in the future. Like, so one case for Cowboy Bebop, like one case. If they try to do too much with this Sword Art Online film, I feel like it's gonna have the same problem. It's gonna feel rushed. You're not gonna actually care for the characters, which is the big thing. Like relationships and things like that, and then I don't actually care what happens to characters. That's like I feel like a big problem.
Very true. Have you guys
I
seen?
do think that yeah, go ahead.
Have you guys seen No Game No Life? Like that came out in 2014. I thought that was
Yeah.
well done.
I actually haven't, but I need to see it because I really like the premise again. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see that. But yeah, so okay, we do have some good examples of good anime past 2010, and of course the Mushishi season 2. I think is very much gives me hope. Like probably most of all, the fact that they brought an anime that finished airing in 2008, in 2014 or 15, and did a good job with it, and even made it better than before. It's a unique anime, but I feel like that gives me hope. That gives me hope.
Ladiga made a good point about a movie for Sia's maybe Conqueror Shambhala from FMA, which I agree with.
Mm.
Good example of a movie done well. Just not the whole thing, but just more to kind of like wrap it up instead of like, all right, this is the Philosopher's Stone. We got to get her mom back. Okay, it didn't work. All right, let's get our bodies back. All right, it's over. That would suck as a movie, and I hope they don't do that for the live action because that's just going to be way too much, way too fast.
Yeah, exactly, right. Because that's what I was thinking when I was looking at the new trailers for both Ghost in the Shell and Full Metal Alchemist. I feel like if the story altogether is complex, like in both cases, it's hard to tell all at once in one movie. So if they know how to, limit themselves to what a story that's good enough for a movie, I think it'll be good. If they try to tell the whole story of Full Metal Alchemist in that one movie, or even if they want to split it between 3 movies, I feel like it's gonna be rushed. So if they kind of do sort of like the Cowboy Bebop thing, like where it's kind of like a little bit separate, like it's the same characters but it's a little bit distinct case, I think it'll be good. If they try to tell the whole Full Metal Alchemist story in that one film, I feel like unfortunately it's going to be The Last Airbender all over again.
Yeah, I feel like they could probably do like the beginning part really good and like probably shorten that, but they'd have to pick like a different type of ending and then end it shorter and like maybe just like make Scar an enemy or something. I can't see how they could get like to the actual end and like put everything together, like all the little things like came together in the end, especially if you watch Brotherhood.
By the way, Jiro the Hero or Jero the Hero, I'm not sure how he says it, pronounce it, but he recommends Log Horizon, and I've actually heard good things about this anime, but I haven't seen it. So can anyone?
Isn't it just
collaborate?
like Sword Art Online, except everyone likes it a lot better?
Essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. So sell it.
Ladiga said, "Should I watch Mob Psycho 100?" I'm behind in the chat, but yeah. Have you guys watched it?
I
Someone
heard
asked.
it's really good. I haven't
I
gotten around
enjoyed
to
it.
watching it. Yeah.
I personally enjoyed it. Like I don't think it's One Punch Man level, but like the comedy is there. It's the same. It's a very similar type of comedy style. It's by the same creator. One, like I really enjoyed it, but I wouldn't put it on par with One Punch Man.
Yeah. So I actually agree with you with the One Punch Man type comedy. I think it's very like meta. It's very much kind of like makes fun of the cliches in anime and tropes in a really cool way. So I loved the One Punch Man. One Punch Man, new anime.
True.
There you go.
Great segue.
I totally forgot about One Punch Man. I was like, I
Yeah.
can't think of any other ones, but One Punch Man is a great example of a really good anime that came out recently. Maria Eddings said Nina. She wants to talk about Nina.
No.
And why she
It's
didn't
too
die.
soon. It's too soon.
Why is she brought up like every single live stream that you have?
Because she abused that poor table.
Oh no.
That table is a victim.
Tablecon will be remembered.
Table cool.
Oh.
But actually, the reason Maria, I would think that she was kept as a character, even though everyone hates her, is because after when Lelouch decides to become the Emperor of Britannia, he decides that she's useful essentially because she's a scientific genius and she can help him with the weaponry. Because I was just rewatching the last few episodes, and basically he keeps her around because she can help him fight Schneisel, and Schneisel's kind of rebellion because Schneisel already has the Flea rockets technology. So in order to cancel them out and get an advantage, essentially Lelouch needs Nina and her knowledge. So that's why I think he keeps her alive.
Is it sad that I didn't realize you were talking about Nina from Code Geass? I thought you were talking about Nina from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh.
And that's why I'm like, it's too soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like we're not the little child.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not talking about
The amount of memes. Oh.
Little child or little dog? You decide.
No.
Stop.
So, did Scar do the right thing? Briggs, tell us.
Oh my god.
Did Scar do the right thing? Which version are you guys talking about here?
Brotherhood.
No, Brotherhood? Oh, with Nina, in terms of Nina.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a very ethical thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted
I
to
don't
just
think
put
we
you.
want to get into this.
I just wanted to put you in hot water. Just like tell us whatever you say. A lot of people
That's
will
like
disagree with you.
That's like a pure Death Note question, where it's like, what would people say when like they say like, should criminals like choose to die or be killed or whatever, and like everyone like gives the politically correct answer.
Yeah. No more political correctness. It's over. Political correctness is over.
Yeah, but
Here
if
we
if Nina's in pain and is not gonna live a fulfilling life, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hard question. I was just
Messing around.
kind of being messing around with you. Yeah. So Rose, same question to you now.
And bye. See you later.
Llama, multicolored llama. Same question to you.
Alpaca.
What's the difference?
It's an alpaca.
What's the difference between a llama and an alpaca? Tell us.
Isn't one of them like they spit and then the other one doesn't? That's all I got for you. All I know is this is an alpaca. Want to see? It even has a tag on its butt.
Does it say alpaca though? Oh,
Does it say it? I can't remember.
it does. I think.
It
I've seen
says
Al.
Al Picasso.
That's pretty close.
That's pretty cool. The only thing is, I wonder if it was made of real alpaca fur.
No.
Because that would be pretty mean. It's like this cute little alpaca caused the death of 5 real alpacas.
Just a bunch of alpaca deaths surrounded by that.
How's your fat Pikachu doing, by the way?
Oh my god! Oh, he's over here. Can you see him? He's like right there.
I can kind of see him. See his eyes closed.
It's kind of like the outcast. It's just over there. Okay, here you can see him. There you go.
Holy crap!
It's a backpack.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. There's Rose's room tour for the day.
10 out of 10. Best.
Thanks.
Ladiga asks, Mac, why is your name Mackenzie?
I don't know. I blame my parents for that. Like, I didn't really have a say in it. I didn't really come out and be like, "Yo, so about this name thing."
Isn't that a girl's name? And I would say no. It's actually a last name in Scotland. So
It's true. That's where a bunch of my family comes from. It's from Scotland. But it was
true.
at the time it was like a unisex name. And because like I even have a cousin who was named after me. Like their family liked my name. They're like, we're gonna take that, except it's a she. So there's that. But now it's more of a girl's name, yeah.
I feel like I don't know any Mackenzie, like girl Mackenzies. Like I know like guy Mackenzies, but I didn't even think it was a girl's name. I'm very out of it now.
I just kind of rolled with it. They're like, "This is your name." I'm like, "Right, cool, I'll take it." Works.
No, but Mac is cool, right? Mac is manly. It's like
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Mac
As long as the
Crusher.
game has a good short form, you're good.
Yeah, it's like you just could call yourself Mac Crusher, the cowboy / truck driver with a heart of gold.
Is that an anime yet? Because we could make it one. It'd be awful. Like I don't suggest any of you go watch it, but we should make it. Probably make it.
There is actually
It'd be
a
better
video.
than Mystic Nexius.
Oh no,
I'm not that
Oh.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
I have.
I like.
No words.
I'm gonna watch the next episode.
How many? Is there only one out right now?
There's only one, I think.
I didn't watch it.
I kind of skipped through it. I watched like the first like 5 minutes or like 4 minutes, and then I couldn't take it anymore.
Wait, what show?
Misty Crenexia
His
anime.
anime.
Yeah, I like the guy. I wish him the best. I respect him for trying something so radical and like ambitious. That's where I'll finish my statement.
It's fair.
Oh, it's super hard. Like just thinking about like the process he had to go through, and like he probably had like 2 animators or 3 animators working for him. Like I could understand how it turned out that way. It's just very unfortunate.
Is there like a set amount of episodes that we know of that are coming out? That was a weird way to ask that.
Actually, I have no idea.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're sure. My head keeps like coming up because I'm checking the chat on the phone, right? I think he said that they will come out if they have the budget, but I think it's like one of those touch and go things where they don't know if they're gonna have the budget, which is like it's understandable. Like they're trying, and it's really like unless you have a studio backing you, it's really hard, especially if you don't have a background in this. Like he doesn't have a background in animation or creating a work like this. So without having a studio, actually an expert studio advising you, like imagine if Porter Robinson decided to make Shelter, but just like on his own and just get his fans to fund it and then try to do it on his own, like without an actual studio. Like I don't think it would turn out very well. So I think that's the issue.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not upset about the animation and how it looks because that's completely understandable. But I was actually like upset about like I feel like the sentences like the voice acting didn't really even like flow that well. Like I guess like the communication between characters. So it's like out of everything, like I understand all the other errors, but like being able to write proper sentences, I would have appreciated that. I'm going a little bit too hard right now. I should probably shut up.
No, so you mean like dialogue? You mean
just
storytelling?
straight up, like this, like the script. I feel like it didn't flow, or like it's like sometimes it just didn't make sense going back and forth. Like there are people's replies to it, so like to people's comments, it's killed me. Like I actually started laughing, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, as a writer, as someone that's written and published short stories, and like I'm working on my first novel now, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. I feel like it's also like they're trying to do too much right away, right? They're trying to do too much, tell too much of the story in the first episode, and it just you can't make people care about the characters if you introduce so many of them at the same time. If you try to tell a story at the same time, they had the whole fight thing with a bunch of people. Like I feel like if they tried to introduce fewer characters and just do a one-on-one kind of epic battle between the bad guy and one good guy, and like that would have been much more manageable, and we would have been able to kind of meet the characters in a more meaningful way. And so like, but lessons learned, right? So hopefully they're gonna learn some lessons and move on from that.
I'm gonna still watch it.
Yeah, of course I will too. Mac, what are you doing? Are you here?
I think so. Yeah, I'm here.
So old anime versus new anime. What would your preferences be, Mac? If you had to choose, like last 10 years or like before that?
Fun fact, Mac actually won Best Mustache in Saskatchewan last week. So congrats, Mac.
Thank you. I just found out about this like 2 seconds ago.
I agree with this award. I'd vote for you.
It is a thing. The Saskatchewan Mustache Awards, and you won.
Awesome. I'm gonna go to Saskatchewan. Like, no, wait, I live in Saskatchewan. I'm gonna go next door where the award ceremony is taking place. I got you. If I had to choose between anime from like the last 10 years or anime, like, I don't know. See, that's the tough thing, is because if I choose anime from the last 10 years, there's a lot of good stuff, but then once I've watched it all, I've watched it all. Like, I won't be able. Are you saying like I won't be able to watch like any new anime at all, or is it like?
Honestly, like, what would your preference be? Like, if you had to like, how about just for a year, not like permanently, just for a year, you have to choose between like watching seasonal or anything that's like somewhat new, or between like the 90s, like early 2000s type of thing.
I'd take 90s, early 2000s, because there's still a lot that I haven't seen from then, and even when this new stuff's coming out, like it's always gonna like still be there in case it's any good. So I'd take the last 10 years probably, because worst case I can always watch Full Metal Alchemist on repeat until I'm fed up. So yeah, it's like 10 years.
Yeah, I do watch a lot of anime.
Guys, I think we have our first troll in the chat. So this is a big deal.
Harambe!
We
Oh,
have,
wait, I just realized what he was saying. Okay.
yeah, we have Harambe is still alive dropping N-bombs. So
I wouldn't
Put him on
doubt it.
timeout.
I wouldn't doubt it if he
First-
came from my channel. I have some trolls.
Oh wait, I'm not a mod. I can't put people in timeout. Dang it.
I can go to his channel. I'm sure he has a
I can
lot of
report him.
great content.
I bet you it was created today. If you click it and it's created today, I know who it is.
my female friend Martina says, I won the best mustache in Ontario. So
Well, dang.
Congratulations.
good job, Martina, my female friend. But yeah, so cool. But by the way, we had a Professor Seward say, it's funny how when someone laughs, the camera pans to them, and then it's just like an awkward thing with this Google Hangouts. But yeah, that happens because it just
I don't want to laugh anymore.
Yeah, it happens because basically it just picks up the who's talking, like who's talking, then it pans to them, which is useful obviously when we're talking, so we don't have to do it manually like last time when things went haywire, so I had to like randomly click on people. But yeah, then sometimes like if you want to actually show something, like if I want to show this cool shirt, Team Rowlett, baby. Team Rowlett. So you have to keep talking the whole time, otherwise the camera's gonna
probably not even gonna show, but my shirt's cooler.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I admit. But yeah, you gotta either
Here from the path. Best anime.
Represent.
I got this at the thrift store.
Nice.
nice
store.
sweater vest, right?
Thanks. I'm a grandpa, so.
No, you could be like a high school student with one of those uniforms, like that you have to wear the vest all the time. It's cool.
People think I'm still in high school, and it makes me sad, but it's fine. So this works perfectly with it.
I am still. Yesterday, it definitely lost like 3 years. Probably passes 15. It's blessed.
Yeah, I'm still in high school, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew that.
I'm the janitor.
God.
Oh, by the way, there's this video called "The Legend of the Otaku Trucker," and it's like a funny video where like a trucker is like singing a song about being an otaku trucker, and it's like a funny comedy video on a channel called Dorkly. And this one guy on a channel that's always commenting, his name is the Red Public Speaker. He keeps calling me out. He says, "You should cosplay as the otaku trucker. You're a beautiful otaku trucker." And I was like, yes.
Do it. Anime North,
The
2K17. Do it.
Do it.
Oh yeah, Anime North. Briggs, you gotta go, right? You have to. You have no choice. You live right there.
100%. It was a great time last year.
Yeah, me and Mac are going too, so we're gonna all meet up hopefully.
And I think, picture.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna vlog and stuff. Like we're gonna
Photoshop me in.
Yeah, we need a PNG.
Just like a square like cut out of your face, like not even trying to like mask.
We need a PNG Rose. Yeah, because Rose is gonna be out of country, seeing the world and all this other stuff.
I'm jealous.
So she can't come to Anime North.
Sad.
But what's gonna happen is we're going to release our own anime by that time. We're gonna get really famous. Mayonnaise season 1.
Yeah.
and then we're gonna go to Japan to make the anime. We're gonna work on it with a real studio, and then we're gonna visit Rose in Korea, and it's gonna be like awesome.
Perfect.
I mean,
dig
I
it.
already have an animation team working on it right now, so we're good.
I'm working on the merch. A lot of mayonnaise happening.
Nice. Manage merch.
By the way, where is Michelle, Mac?
That's a great question. I haven't seen her all day. Probably, I don't know. She's back by now.
I like how you like look around expecting her to like pop up out of somewhere.
But that's
It's like either right over there, or like I can at least hear her, but I haven't even seen her all day. It's weird.
But yeah, she's actually Mac's roommate, and she always kind of pops up in random places. Like she'll pop up in our chat, like randomly, or she'll pop up behind Mac when he doesn't expect it. So that's why I'm just like waiting for her to pop up at any point. I even messaged her on Twitter. I was like, Michelle, you better make an appearance at the stream. We're all waiting.
It's like the token Asian cameo. It's very much needed. Poor Michelle.
I mean,
Yeah. So Rose is half Asian. So
yeah. Do
There
I
you
not
go.
count? I'm offended. I'm only half Asian. Doesn't count.
but she's not half Japanese.
Oh, true.
Half Japanese would be a weeb. Technically. You're not weeb proof, Rose.
Ah,
Whereas
dang it.
Bryn is half Japanese, so she can do anything. She
Yep.
can't be a weeb.
True.
Yeah. Although me and Mac were trying to get around the whole thing by saying, well, we're actually Japanese people trapped in non-Japanese bodies. So if we act like weebs, we're not really weebs.
I'm just a weeb.
I'll just take it. I've accepted it.
Yep.
I don't. I got to do all this mental gymnastics. Weeb pride.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
By the way, at Anime North, we're hoping to film a skit called The Anime Rapper. So if whoever wants to help us out with that, that'll be cool. We're gonna
I
do
will.
but you're not gonna be there.
Yes, I forgot.
She'll do the editing from Korea.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't know
I
me to edit.
thought she was doing the rap. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I'll do, like-
remember Gangster over here. Come from the
Yes,
gangster.
G thing,
Yeah.
G thing, O Town G thing. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think we want to shoot a video where like it's a rapper guy who takes himself way too seriously. He's like a gangster rapper, but in reality, he's like a total weeb. So he's like an otaku / weeb rapper, but he thinks he takes himself so seriously. So hopefully we can turn that into a funny skit, and we want as many people to be a part of it as possible, because we're gonna shoot like a fake rap video where he's going around just like, where my weebs at, that kind of stuff, and everyone's.
What's it called? I'm down. I'm definitely getting a samurai sword this year, like 100. Some type of sword I'm getting this year because I did not purchase one last year. You guys could use that as a prop.
I actually have a samurai sword because I take iaido, which is a martial art. It's a Japanese martial art where you do katas like the samurai, but you're not actually fighting each other because it's a metal sword. It's like steel sword, so you're doing katas with it. And I actually got my black belt last year, and so I do have the sword, but I can't I'm not gonna actually use it to hit people. But yeah,
That's unfortunate. He's actually just being modest. He is a real samurai. Like he's an actual like full-time samurai. But
That's your
what
excuse
YouTube
for
channel-
saying you're not a weeb, because like you're part samurai. It's all right.
there you go.
no, yeah, it's true. My actual job is I take contracts to kill like traitors of the shogun. So I work for the shogun.
Same, man. Same. It pays well.
If I'm getting one of Zoro's swords, which one would you guys recommend?
All of them.
Every
them.
single one.
My friend, that almost happened to my friend because they were $150 each,
Ooh, no thanks.
and the guy was like, he was cause my friend was gonna buy 2 of them. He was like, all 3 for 300. He almost did it.
I
And
mean,
he was
why
trying to-
not?
He was trying to convince me to go in on him. He would take 2 and I'd take 1, but like I had already spent a lot of money that day. It was not happening.
Yeah. Anime North ruins wallet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you're thinking like, oh, it's only once a year, right? Like, so I have to spend it now.
Yeah.
I have to spend it, and there's so much stuff. Like, you can't even see all of this stuff. Like, it's just so much. So Oh, we love it. We love it. By the way, guys in the chat, what else do you want to talk about? Give us some stuff you want to talk about. I see that Ladiga was like Sugoi. She said Sugoi, so that's cool.
That's a pretty good anime.
Any other themes you want to? Yeah. But mayonnaise is best anime.
Mhm.
Mayonnaise is best anime. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything in particular in the chat, feel free to let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, like any other old anime that you guys really like that you can think of, like let's say 90s
Yu Yu Hakusho.
and before.
Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. Big Mac.
Yeah,
Mac, you have, right?
I don't think so. Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, I thought you did for some reason. I thought we talked about it before. But yeah,
Dude.
Cowboy Bebop is just so good. I don't know if you guys
Oh.
have seen it, but
I feel like I don't even mention it because it's like it's just on its own. It's just up there.
yeah,
I don't
it's just so good.
and it's not even a point. It's just like God tier.
And Rose, you like Gundam, right? But you like Gundam Seed, but do you like the other Gundams as well? Gundam Seed is newer, I think, right? But
Gundam Seed is 2005, I want to say. I
Mhm.
think.
like Gundam original is all the way from the 80s or even 70s, something like that.
I've
I think
watched Gundam Wing, I think. That's what it's called, right? Gundam Wing.
yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing probably.
Yeah, and then I think another one, and then Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, but Gundam Seed is my favorite, even though people hate it all the time. I still love it so much. So I don't even know why. I'm pretty sure it's just like nostalgia factor, but I love it so much. So
Well, that's definitely
like-
a thing with older anime. Like,
Yeah.
like if I think about it, I feel like Kenichi can't be like as good as I think it is, but like I don't care. It's unreal.
yeah, I feel like sometimes I'll watch Gundam Seed, which I do a lot, and I'm like, this isn't like 10 out of 10, but I still love it anyways.
That's literally me watching Dragon Ball Z all over again. Like I watched the beginning, I'm like, how did I love this before? Like I still do, but like now I'm just looking at it from a completely different direction.
Very true, very true. Because I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z as it was like coming out, like back in the 90s on like YTV or early 2000s, something like that. But it was like I remember the Frieza fight, the Goku Frieza fight that takes like 90 episodes. But like we were so like we would all like watch it at the same time, and then like we would like go crazy after the episode. And the episode where Goku goes Super Saiyan. Oh man, like I was living in the same building with my friend, but we were like in different parts of the building. We just both started running at the same time towards each other's apartments. And then we ended up meeting in the middle. And we were like, oh my God, Super, what? What?
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, that's the kind of excitement that it's like you can't kind of match. Like, but but now when you go back to like, oh man, this is still going on. This fight is still going on. Frieza thing, like holy. But like, yeah, back then it was just like amazing because you didn't know anybody. You didn't have websites back then where you could just watch it all at once and anything like that. You were stuck. You had to do it one a week.
Yeah. Well, that's my biggest problem with like new anime and seasonal anime. Like, I don't have patience waiting a week, and like it kills me. Like, I just want to see the episode so badly, so I have to like try to wait for things to like complete. But unfortunately, like I feel like before, like I would make a lot of like seasonal anime videos on YouTube. It killed me. Like it like just tore me
Yeah.
up.
I only watch seasonal anime because I do seasonal anime reviews, and like I don't want to anymore.
Well, and Haikyuu because I can't bring myself to wait because Haikyuu's under. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Haikyuu is everything.
So Von Maru says that she likes an anime called Boys B. That's an old anime. I feel like it's probably an anime I wouldn't have watched. Maybe Rose.
I haven't watched it now, but it sounds good. I don't know what it is actually.
Oh, what's up, Anime Recon?
Anime Recon or NM3 Recon.
True.
It's like someone else said. Dylan said Black Blood Brothers. I've never heard of that actually. He says he liked it. It's an older anime.
Mm-mm.
Anyone heard of it?
I have not heard of it.
I have now. And
Yeah, I've heard of Black Butler, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it.
I probably wouldn't either, to be honest, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
It's amazing. LOL. Well, what did you say it was? I feel like
What was it again? Boys something?
Boys B, like
I'm
boys
gonna Google it.
space BE. Google it. Who was it that said? Anime Recon. I think he said, why not Toradora? Yeah, that's a good question. Everyone should watch Toradora. Toradora is awesome. Anyone not watch Toradora?
I haven't. I
Yeah,
couldn't
me
stand
neither.
Bryce Papenbrook because I watched it in English.
Why would you watch in English, man? I didn't say
Because my roommate was watching it. So I
I
just
didn't say watch Toradora. I said watch Toradora.
wow. I know my roommate was watching it, and I sat in for like the first 4 or 5 episodes, and I don't know. I couldn't, but maybe I should just give it another chance. Maybe I'm wrong.
Can you guys see this? This is apparently what Boys B is. There's no boys. I'm confused.
Okay, so
It
then
lied.
maybe I should watch that.
I'm writing that down right now.
Yes.
I'm confused. A little disappointed.
Lediga, or I don't know, said Black Lagoon. Of course, I was talking about that before. Like, Code Geass is kind of like
good
making me
show.
think of all these
Good
other
show.
animes I want to get like more seasons of. Like, it didn't have like a definitive ending. It just kind of ended, and could have had more, and
Yes,
it would be more
definitely.
awesomeness.
Ladiga
Black
also
Lagoon.
says "You're lying, April," all in caps,
Uh,
which I also suggest. If
See,
if you
that
wanna
Oh yeah, that's a
cry.
new one. That's a new one. I liked it. Yeah.
that's an example of a feels anime with a story.
Yes.
A good one
yes.
at that.
Yes. Yes. And if you're a fan of classical music, definitely a great anime to watch. Also,
good.
Nodame Kan, a great anime to watch if you like classical music, because they're like classical music students, and it's very funny. It's very cool. I liked it. I like it. There was someone else talked about. But yeah, for Black Lagoon, actually, by the way, the first intro to Black Lagoon, best English in the history of the world. Like, listen to that song, listen to the lyrics. Like, it's an art form. Like, I'm not even making fun of them. Like, it's so good. It's like the meanings and stuff. It's like it's not good English, but it's like almost like a form of art on its own. Just like poetry sometimes doesn't make sense. I feel like it's like poetry. Really good. Really good.
When you said like it didn't make sense for a second, like the first thing that popped in my head was Parasite. Like them, because it was English parts of the song. It killed me. Like the pronunciation of words, but it sounded cool, and that's what matters.
By the way, Jiro the Hero says, which anime do we think would make 0 sense to make a sequel? And I hope that's not a wordplay on Code Geass.
Cowboy Bebop.
No!
I know you want it, man, but there was I'm not gonna say anything, but like there was an ending, and it was awesome. It's 10 out of 10. I'm not trying to ruin that. Code Geass could be ruined. I'll be like, whatever. I'm happy to have it. Like if they ruin Cowboy Bebop, I just wouldn't watch anime anymore.
Done with life.
I'd just be so fed up.
Briggs, only one star vanishes, and a star vanishes whenever a warrior dies. But Vicious was also a warrior.
Bang.
Cowboy Bebop season 2. But no, I want it because it's such a good show, and like the dynamic of the characters, like that's a perfect example of a show where the characters are so cool, so memorable, where you really want more. Like that's why I want it. It's not because I don't like the ending or anything like that. It's just because I just want to see more of these guys. Like they're so cool. Like they're so cool together. Like I love it. Like I rewatch it once in a while, and then I just pour into, oh, I want more. What happens to Ed? Radical Edward? Like what a cool character. Like
True. I don't know. I feel like Cowboy Bebop and Black Lagoon kind of like define like badass characters to me. Like I feel like that's what anime should aim for in terms of badassery. That's a word. Yup.
it is now.
I
I
approve.
feel like Gurren Lagann would not make sense to do a sequel.
Oh no,
That'd be bad because it'd all be super old.
I'd be down for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a redone version of Gurren Lagann.
No.
Like a spin-off or something like that. would be-
Yeah.
Nothing. Just don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch my baby.
I don't like. Sometimes they like remake things, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, they remade Sailor Moon, and well, they did like Sailor Moon Crystal, and I was like,
Yeah, that was a general consensus of Sailor Moon Crystal. Just
like the first they did like the first arc, the animation. I was just like, why would you do that? But then they made it better in like the second/third arc. I don't remember, But so that was okay. They kind of made it better, but still, I was like, oh, why? So they also remastered Gundam Seed, and like pretty much they made the animation better. But then they also just added a lot more fan service, and I'm like, why would you need to do that? Like, I don't need to see boobs and panties everywhere, but they did it. So
You don't need to see it.
okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I wasn't thinking
stop
about
only thinking about
everybody.
yourself, Rose.
I'm sorry.
There are other people here.
Someone said Macklenot. That is, I can't believe we hadn't mentioned that yet. Like that's the Unreal anime that's old and could have like it had an ending, but like it could definitely have a second season. I'd be so down for a second season of Macklenot.
Do you actually know that in Durarara, two characters from Macklenot make a reappearance? The ones that Isaac and Miria, remember them? The crazy couple.
Oh yeah. I love that.
Yeah, they make an appearance in Durarara in modern day Japan because they became immortal in Macklenot.
Oh yeah,
when
the meetup of what was the gang called?
Yellow Scars or
no, not even that. Like
Yellow Scars, the other one.
The online.
The
dollars. Yeah. When they did the meetup, they were in the group. Yeah,
Durarara, decent anime, really cool characters, but I don't like the story as much. Like the story drags to me, but like characters are very cool. Like I love
Shizuru Hiwajima.
Yeah, the guy who's like the bartender and kicks everyone's ass.
Yeah, there's some badass characters, even like the whole like mafia and stuff. Not even I'm so bad at remembering terms.
The fact that there's a black Russian guy who sells sushi is just like
Russia sushi.
Yes. It's like Russia sushi. You want sushi?
I guess it depends if you're watching it in English or Japanese, because I've watched them all in English dub.
This is my I have to keep talking so you just see my disappointed face.
Yeah, it's kind of watching it with my friends. I feel like whenever I watch shows with my friends, I have to watch it in English dub, unfortunately. But it was a good dub.
Yes.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I'm a big hater of dubs just because I feel like they dumb it down. Because if you look at like dubs and subs, subs often will be longer and they'll actually telling you about cultural stuff, whereas in dubs you're just gonna get like a dumbed down version for a Western audience. So when Brock eats a donut in Pokemon, if you guys remember that one.
Oh man, I know. I've seen that meme. I think I tweeted that meme.
Yeah, like Mac and Rose, I don't know if you know, but there's a scene in Pokemon, the original anime, where Brock is eating like one of those rice balls. Like, you know what it is?
Yeah.
Like rice balls with like the algae around it.
Yeah,
onigiri. And then in the English dub, he's like, "Oh, I love jelly donuts. That's my favorite food ever. What a great jelly donut."
4 kids. You're amazing.
Oh man.
It's kind of like in One Piece with the with the suction cups.
Oh,
you're going to jail for a long time.
Sanji's voice, you couldn't even understand him in the 4 Kids stuff. Like I didn't even know what he was saying. He wasn't saying words. Oh man.
Good old 4 Kids. There's a great video. It's if 4 Kids did kill the kill. It's amazing. They called it like Bully La Bully or something like that. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, suggest it.
I definitely need to see that.
Does anyone have any suggestions for next week's Rant Cafe? Some topics, and including you guys in the chat. Any suggestions for next week?
I won't be able to make it next week, but
what?
I have to work. It's holidays, so that means I have to work more apparently.
Oh yeah, true. Now for that whole month.
So you guys should talk about Yuri on Ice.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds like a plan. What day is Thursday?
It's the Thursday, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
thanks.
It's the 8th, I believe. I think today is the 1st, so it should be the 8th.
Yeah, that is correct.
I might get back to you on that. I have no idea.
Van Mars says best OTP. which I'm sure Animac would love to talk about.
Yes. Oh wait, I'm not there.
I don't even know what OTP stands for.
One true pairing. Steins Gate, come on, guys. They say
So
that.
like shipping? So like shipping?
Shipping, all the shipping.
Okay, well that's Lelouch and C2. They're perfect for each other, and Colin for me.
Oh man. Oh, well, we could talk about our waifus.
There we go.
Waifu
Yeah.
wars.
Waifu wars. There we go.
Oh, that sounds great.
Although I feel like you
Yeah.
guys do know that that's gonna be like on the internet. People are gonna hear what we're saying.
Yeah, you guys might not be able to keep your like whole weeb persona like low key.
We'll go into it like totally normal. Like, all right, don't weeb out. She's not real. She's not real. We go in. It's like your waifu is trash. You like trash for liking trash, and then it's just nobody comes back. Everybody cries.
Friendships have been ruined.
It's over. All of it. There was a great this year. I don't know if it was last year as well, but I know this year at Anime North there was a great cosplay of this guy in a trash can, and he had like all these like iconic waifus all over him, like
Yeah.
Suzumiya, and just like
I saw that.
Yeah, he was great.
I pointed and said, "That's great," but not actually to him because I can't talk to people.
Same.
Yeah.
I gathered around when people were taking pictures of him. I'm like, yeah, and then just go.
Vector Maximus actually says heroes versus anti-heroes would be a cool thing to talk about. And I think it would be, especially in the context of Code Geass, because Suzaku is supposed to be the hero, I think. And I hate him so much. And Lelouch is a big anti-hero. So
Yeah.
another thing that Vector Maximus says that I completely disagree with is he was like, but what about Lelouch Colin ship? No, Vector, it's Animac Colin. And Lelouch is with C2 because they're meant for each other. I don't want to give too much
He doesn't
away.
even care as
But
long as Colin is single.
yes, exactly. Yeah, so that's something to consider. Heroes versus anti-heroes, that's an interesting thing. Maybe like best characters versus worst characters too. Kind of I know we're all gonna agree that Suzaku is forever the worst character. But we can all talk about why he's the worst character. And then we can see who's the best character, and that will be Kamina. So I guess we're done.
We don't even need to do the next week's one. You're done right there. One
Yeah,
sentence.
it's finished. But no, actually, it would be a cool thing to talk about. Like, I'm very opinionated on the issue, but I'd like to hear what you guys think.
Sounds good.
I like it.
I like it.
Cool. Anything
Oh,
else
we have to do
interesting
a
in the chat?
Then
Yeah,
Mars
ask-
ships me with
Ask
coffee.
any questions, dudes.
Yeah, Maria.
I ship
Maria's
Mac with coffee.
coffee knot, coffle knot.
Coffle nut. It's like
Maria-
it's like in
Horrible
winter I
shit.
turn into cough a lot, which is so different, but it's a good time.
Maria says she wants to talk about Death Note versus Code Geass. That's a good theme too, because Death Note is also full of anti-heroes and heroes, right? So, yeah, I will think about that for sure.
If you guys could have more episodes of Death Note or more episodes of Code Geass, what would you want?
I'd say Code Geass. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed by the end of Death Note.
I didn't like the overall the last 25 episodes, but I liked the actual ending, like the last episode.
Yeah, it ended okay. It's just the last little I guess arc. As soon as you know who bit the dust, it was kind of
Nobody likes Nier. Nobody likes Nier.
Yeah.
No, but I definitely say Code Geass for sure. Like, I like Death Note a lot, and I can get over the whole. Obviously, the earlier parts are the most intense. I can get over the other stuff too. I like it, but it's very much like a Greek tragedy where hubris destroys light. But I would definitely myself personally want to see more Code Geass, because that whole world I feel like has more potential. It's like a whole different world. The Geass power very interesting. Obviously, Death Note too. Actually, I would like to see a Death Note where they have a whole bunch of different Death Notes, like let's say one on every continent, and then all these people are struggling for political power and kill each other so that they can rule the world. Like, that would be cool. I like political stuff. I would even want to see a political Pokemon where people use Pokemon for armies to conquer the world with powerful Pokemon.
That would be cool.
Yeah, like a sort of like a mature Pokemon. Like this isn't just kids anymore. This is now like war spot with Pokemon. It's like
Dang.
Just gets super dark, super
Yeah,
quick.
I was like, okay.
the president was a Ditto the whole time.
Oh.
Oh, the plot thickens. I like it.
That would actually be amazing. Man, we think of a lot of animes apparently.
I know. We should just
Yeah.
combine them all into one. It'd be amazing. Like a cluster, but like mayonnaise the Pokemon War.
Yeah.
The mayonnaise was a Ditto the entire time.
Pokemon After Dark.
What? I thought at first I thought you meant like Fight Club Pokemon. Now I'm just concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stream has gone out of control, guys. Anyway, apparently, Mac, you're being shipped with coffee, and there's going to be fan art coming out soon. Mac shipped with coffee fan art. So we seem to, in every stream we do, we seem to have a meme that kind of is like comes out of it. And the first one, it was Table Kun, because we were talking about Nina from Code Geass. And the second one was Mac the Yaoi King, a hashtag. And the third one, it seems, will be Mac again, Mac Coffle. Or
Mac
Coffle.
Coffle.
I'm sorry that I'm so memes. I didn't choose it.
You're so meme-tastic.
So meme, man.
Yeah, so unless you guys want to talk about anything else, we could wrap it up soon and yeah, set it up for next week. I look forward to it, except Rose can't make it, but Rose, hopefully you'll make it the week after. Well, yeah, I don't know with the whole work stuff. I know it's going to get more hectic rather than less, but let us know. We'll be in touch and we'll think about the topics, maybe worst characters versus best characters, heroes versus anti-heroes, Pokemon After Dark. Lots of fun ideas. Anyone want to say anything else before we wrap it up?
Yes, Van Mara says Ghost Stories Rant Cafe, and I agree 500%. That needs to happen. Yes.
What would that even look like?
Have you seen Ghost Stories?
No.
Watch Ghost Stories. Oh my god!
Is it an anime?
It is, and you have to. It's basically it flopped in Japan. Like it was awful.
You gotta watch the dub.
Oh yeah, you have to watch the dub. Like they got the rights to it in North America, and they're like, all right, you can do whatever you want with this show. Like it flops so bad, so they basically just made it like they just said, fuck it, we're gonna. They basically just made it an abridged series.
Yeah,
and it's hilarious. It's like I haven't laughed so hard at an anime ever. It's amazing.
Actually, I heard about it. I heard a Mystic Connexia video, and yeah, that does sound hilarious. I like tell ghost stories, just like once upon a time there were 3 campers.
And the cast is like a well-known cast too. Like it's like if I guess you haven't seen the like any of the key studios like dubs because you watch subs, but they're all like it's all like I think they're all like Sentai voice actors or not Sentai. Who's the guys who aren't Funimation, who do the stuff? Those guys, the people.
I got it.
You understand?
Yeah,
you
get it. Yeah.
It's them. It's the people.
Nice. Okay. So before we go, I want you guys to, again, thank everybody for coming out. Thank you guys for coming in the chat. You were very active. You helped us out. We love talking to you guys. One more time, Briggs, let's start with you. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
Hello, everyone. I'm Briggs from All Day Anime. I make videos, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. Lately, I've been focusing a lot on fact anime videos. I make a lot of, I guess, One Piece, The 7 Deadly Sins, and Hunter x Hunter oriented. But I take requests. Come check me out if you want. Yeah, the stream was awesome. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Well, our pleasure. Very fun time. And yeah, absolutely. Check out all these guys because if they're on the stream, that means that we recommend them for sure. So be sure to check out their channels. And yeah, thanks a lot, Briggs, for great having you. Hope to have you again soon. And let's go to Rose. Who you are, what do you do?
I'm Rose. I make YouTube videos on YouTube about anime. Yeah, hi. I do that. Cool. Thanks for coming.
Woo.
So much.
I'm hyped. I'm just hyped. I'm hyped for that.
We're just all sad the stream's ending.
Yeah.
Videos Anime videos about anime are the best videos. And Mac, I think we going to you. Who you are? What do you do?
Ooh, me. Well, I'm Mac. I guess I make YouTube videos. They're
Word.
usually about anime and nerdy stuff, and I also stream a lot, and that's mostly what I do. But yeah, if you like those things, then come watch me do those things. And thanks for coming.
Yeah, guys, Mac, by the way, streams 22 hours a day. He has Twitch, he's got YouTube, he's got it all. So definitely check him out. He does gaming, he does Rant Cafe, he does skits and all that kind of stuff. Rose does reviews, she does haul videos, she does lots of fun stuff. And yeah, Briggs has really cool info videos, informative, fun facts, things you didn't know about, very cool stuff. Like, we're all a bit different, I think.
But I think that's cool.
But yeah, but like it's all stuff that I watch. Like, I watch all of your stuff, even though we're all a bit different. It works, and I love these. I think we had a great discussion today, and I think we decided that someone needs to make a fan art of Mac shipped with coffee.
I agree.
Like
just got called out. We got called out hard in the chat.
Who?
Mac.
Oh,
Mac is a weeb.
I mean, the grass is green and the Pope is Catholic, but I'm not pointing it out.
Hey, weeb is our word. You can't use that if you're not a weeb. It's only for us.
That makes him a weeb.
You don't get it, man. You just don't get our struggle.
The weeb life.
How about that weeb life 25/7?
Yeah. No, but absolutely, these guys are all awesome. Be sure to check them out. Thanks again, guys, for coming and being our guests. We hope to do it again next week and in the coming weeks. It's a lot of fun. Everyone in the chat, thanks for coming. We had a great time with you. I look forward to seeing that fan art of Mac with like a sexy mug of coffee. And it is, I think coffee is Mac's true love.
I'd say
What about his mustache?
I mean, if I had to choose between one or the other,
Death.
That-
You would choose death.
we'll go with death. It'd be awful.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much again for being here. Thanks for being our guests. Thank you guys for being here in the chats, for talking to us. We look forward to do it again next week at 5 p.m. Look out for the announcement. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang.